England we have a term called BAC, and that stands for blood alcohol level. And if I was to say that I had a level of alcohol of 0.2 in my blood, that's the legal driving limit in Sweden. What does that actually mean? It actually means that there are 0.2 parts of alcohol out of 1,000. So this term BAC always means 1,000. In Sweden you have a term, and we usually only use that terminology most often for blood alcohol level. But in Sweden you have an equivalent term, and I'm going to talk about that term now because it's called promille. And I can't find a good English translation for it. It's something you seem to use in Sweden that we don't use in a lot of other countries. I just want to explain what it is and what the difference is. We know that when we see a percentage sign with just a 0, a dash and a 0, that means 1%. And that means 1 part out of 100. 20% means 2 parts out of 100, which would be the equivalent to the decimal 0.2. So 20% of something means 0.2 of something. 100% is 100 out of 100, which means 1, the whole of it. Okay? When we come to this 00 here after the slash, this sign, that sign means promille. It doesn't mean hundredths anymore. It means we're counting in thousandths. So that 1 promille would be equivalent to 0.001. You divide the 1 by 1,000 to get what it would be equivalent to in its decimal form. 20 promille would not be 0.2% as we're used to. 20 promille would be 0.02. We'd divide 20 by 1,000. We'd move the decimal point 3 places back. 1, 2, 3. Giving us 0.02. 100 promille would be equivalent to the decimal 0.1. So 0.2, to have the decimal 0.2, we'd have to have 200 promille. And 1,000 promille is 1,000 out of 1,000. So it's just that you've changed what the dividing number is here. When it comes to percent, we always know we're talking about out of 100. If they're talking about the term promille, they're always talking about out of 1,000. Okay?